Hey everybody, welcome to LAWE 150, Criminal Minds and Deviant Behavior. I'm your professor, Tom Cunningham, and what I plan on doing is kind of giving you a really brief rundown of this class. So, as a part of this, we will be going into and looking at the criminal theories, or if you want to call them theories of crime. That's the foundation. We'll look at different options. What was common in the past to think caused crime, and some different options, and come up to present day. What are some of those same theories that were there before that are still going? What are some newer ones? We'll take a look at that, and then we'll get into more so what a lot of students find more interesting is like the profiling side of it. Whether it's serial crime or just other crimes in general, we can still use some of that. Also, victimology, what makes someone more likely to be a victim. So either way, I want to kind of get into it by looking at the syllabus. So let's take a look at that real briefly. There's my contact information if you need it. There's my email address and phone number of my office, but I do respond faster and better to email. But if something happens and you can't get a hold of me another way, there's always the phone. So if you happen to be on campus for some reason, I also have an office in the Homeland Security and Public Safety Building, and it's room 113 is my office, so we can do it that way. As far as what I'm going to go down to would be the kind of weekly assignment, if you want to call it that, and then I'll get into the textbooks that we'll use. Okay, so this is kind of what we plan on doing. There will be a syllabus quiz for you available. I'm waiting for Blackboard to make some of these things available to you, but either way, I'm working with IT to get that taken care of, but it should be available before the end of the week. Most assignments will be due on Friday, but as you can see here, I post it as the week, meaning the week started on Monday, right, the 10th, but the syllabus quiz would be due, typically those assignments would be due on that Friday of that week, okay? That's how I want to do things like the folklore assignment and some other assignments that I give you throughout the semester. All right, you'll also see where you have a Mindhunter quiz. There will be 4 of those quizzes throughout the semester. And yes, that will require you to read the book, not the entire book, but the vast majority of it, and be reading it throughout the semester, not just wait to the very end and try to read it that way. There is a midterm exam, and we also have a final. But like I said, we also have those other assignments that I've mentioned previously. So all that adds up to 1,000 points. It's really easy to do the math on what your grade is. So that's pretty simple, and that's my approach to the class. I want to have a fun class. If you have questions, I want you to feel free to email me, ask me engaging questions. If I have to give you an assignment that includes a discussion board or something along those lines, and at the end of class, there will also be instead of a group presentation, it will be either a paper or a presentation where you get to make a video about a particular serial killer from a list. You get people from the class will get to choose who they want to do, as long as someone else has not selected that particular person. So, real quick, I'll touch on the books. So, criminology. This is the 10th edition. It's Adler, Loeffler, and Mueller are the authors. But if for some reason you can't find this loose leaf version, which should be less expensive, but for some reason you can't find it, can't get the bookstore or whatever, there's also another option of finding the 9th edition that is used. It is very similar, has a lot of the same stuff we'll talk about, but this will cover as you might guess, the theories that we'll talk about in this class. So the other book, as you can see, if you look at the syllabus, I had Mindhunter quiz. So it does not, the Mindhunter book, yes, it's related to, and the Mindhunter series on Netflix is based on a lot of information from that, but it is not like an exact replication of this book. So what I would recommend you do This is John Douglas, and I think it's Mark Olshaker. Yep. Look this up. You can find it pretty easily, whether it be at the VU bookstore. If you can't find it there, there's also other options out there. You're all well aware of different places to find books online, I'm sure. So either way, those are the books that we're going to touch on, especially the Mindhunter stuff. We'll touch throughout the semester, but we'll probably get a little heavier into that during the latter part of the class. And also, there will be times where I will add videos or maybe a podcast that you can listen to on your own. You may not have to listen to it, but it'd be interesting and advantageous to do so. Also, you will have PowerPoints to look at. In addition to those PowerPoints, you can have, there were some lectures that I will have available for you of me going over those same PowerPoints, whether it be from actual lecture in class or ones that I've done, in essence, in my office talking about the same topic. But sometimes that helps get you a little more than just simply reading what's on a PowerPoint slide. Okay, so I'm really excited about this semester. I hope you guys enjoy it. If you have questions or anything like that, feel free to email me, contact me, and I will help you the best I can. Take it easy.